Today is 25 March 2014. St. Michael, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and the snares of the devil. Help us to bring justice for the innocent victims of September 11th and all the innocent victims around the world caused by the criminals, the demon spawn who committed September 11th. And help us to bring justice. Good evening, my name is Paul Isaac, and I'll be speaking about September 11th and hopefully bringing further information and bringing further evidence, circumstantial, but evidence nonetheless, to show that 9/11 was not what the government has portrayed it to be, so that we can bring peace to the souls calling for justice and for their families. I'll be focusing on further evidence showing Enron's involvement in 9/11. You can see from this is a great camera because now we finally have good digital camera here that can definitely show the names and participants. Finally, took a while to get to it, but we finally got it. So you can see Fema is involved in this Y2K brochure, and we have Keyspan Energy. And this brochure was put out in October 1998 by the Ghouliani administration. As you can see, Ghouliani was right here, Jerome Howard, Joseph Leota, Alan DeBrin, and Brian Cohen. And you can see that from the subliminal shadow, it's 9/11, 2001. Okay, I demonstrated that before. You can see Nicole. So, as you see from my previous research, you'll see the evidence connecting to 9/11. Here's Mr. Michael Moore, who had the pleasure of guarding at Occupy Wall Street at Zuccotti when he came to visit. And he will now talk about the Bushes on before 9/11.
Bush was governor of Texas. A delegation of Taliban leaders from Afghanistan flew to Houston to meet with Unocal executives to discuss the building of a...
I want you to pay attention to this number 76 here, because you're going to see this again.
Afghanistan, bringing natural gas from the Caspian Sea. And who got a Caspian Sea drilling contract the same day Unocal signed the pipeline deal? A company headed by a man named Dick Cheney. Halliburton.
From the point of view of the U.S. government, this was kind of a magic pipeline because it could serve so many purposes.
And who else stood to benefit from the pipeline? Bush's #1 campaign contributor, Kenneth Lay, and the good people of Enron.
You understand? Enron.
Only the British press covered this trip. Then, in 2001, just 5.5 months before 9/11, the Bush administration welcomed a special Taliban envoy to tour the United States to help improve the image of the Taliban government.
You have imprisoned the women. It's a horror, let me tell you.
And I'm really sorry to your husband. He might have a very difficult time with you.
Here is the Taliban official visiting our State Department to meet with U.S. officials. Why Why on earth would the Bush administration allow a Taliban leader to visit the United States, knowing that the Taliban were harboring the man who bombed the USS Cole and our African embassies? Well, I guess 9/11 put a stop to that. When the invasion of Afghanistan was complete, we installed its new president, Hamid Karzai. Who was Hamid Karzai? He was a former advisor to UNICAL. Bush also appointed as our envoy to Afghanistan, Zalmay Khalilzad, who was also a former UNICAL advisor. I guess you can probably see where this is leading. Faster than you can say black gold, Texas tea, Afghanistan signed an agreement with their neighboring countries to build a pipeline through Afghanistan carrying natural gas from the Caspian Sea. Oh, and the Taliban? Well, they mostly got away. As did Osama bin Laden and most of Al-Qaeda.
Terror is bigger than one person. And he's a person who's now been marginalized. So I don't know where he is. Nor do I just don't spend that much time on him, Kelly, to be honest with you.
Didn't spend much time on him? What kind of president was he?
I'm a war president. I make decisions here in the Oval Office in foreign policy matters with war on my mind.
With the war in Afghanistan over and bin Laden forgotten, the war president had a new target. The American people.
Okay. Now we're going to demonstrate from another Hollywood movie. With Keanu Reeves, called Constantine. Now you remember the number 76, which is identification of UNICAL. And I'll show you how Hollywood plays with subliminal messages in its presentation. Hopefully we can get this up quick enough. I'll be able to demonstrate this before you go to sleep from boredom. But just want to demonstrate this because I caught this the other day and it's been out, but I wanted to connect my research to this and this is Warner Brothers. They also put out The Devil's Advocate, which I also demonstrated was a precursor to 9/11. Okay, just got to get past these coming attractions here. And as soon as we can get that up, I will demonstrate. And I believe this movie was supposed to come out before 9/11. I can't say for sure, but the message that was portrayed by this particular scene, which I'm sure quite a few have seen, demonstrates a message, a bigger message being put out than just the movie. Even though the movie does deal with demonic, evil people. I'm hoping that I can get to the right spot here and demonstrate what I'm trying to point out here. I believe this is the spot right here. Now here's the spot. As you can see, there's 9/11 right behind Keanu Reeves' back. This is a 76 gas station, okay? I want you to take a look at something here. Notice behind his back what may be writing appears to look like the World Trade Center. We also have Dutch Shell right across the street, which is the prince of one of these big Nazi princes that were involved with Hitler. See the black bird? Notice the message. Viacom is with Paramount. Now you know that the stars that fall from the sky in the beginning of Paramount's movies represent the 22 fallen angels. Okay? And It's all about cars. And what runs cars? Gasoline. Now he's going to fight a demon. Again, notice the 76, which was Unical. The rat. All these are symbols. Crab. And now the demon. Okay. They're fighting in front of the gas station. They're making you see the name of the gas station. Watch how prominent the name of the gas station comes out. It's Pestilence. This is Jack Parsons. This is supposedly Jack Parsons. Okay. There's the red, white, now another red car. See? To let you know something bad was coming. Okay? More red. So, just to show you, the color red on this Y2K brochure meant something. I was formerly stationed with Engine 10, Ladder 10, at 10 House at the World Trade Center, so this is personal for me. My last breath, these people will get justice. St. Michael, defend us in battle.